Hello, good morning student. Yesterday we have started new chapter in class 11, that is sole proprietorship, and we have discussed sole proprietorship and its characteristics. Now merits of sole proprietorship and demerits, or you can say limitations of sole proprietorship. So in merits, there are 5 merits given in your book. First is quick decision making. As in sole proprietorship, there is only a single man's show. He is wholesale responsible and he alone has to take decisions. He doesn't have to consult with the number of staff members or someone. He may consult, but he may do consult with them also, but the main decision is taken by him only. So that's why the decision is very quick. Second, confidential. As information is not needed to be shared in lot of people, so it becomes very confidential and it is easy to maintain secrecy that what you are going to do, what is your planning. Then direct incentives. It means that he didn't have to wait for an order that this is good for my business and whether I do it or not. He can take initiative, he can do itself what he want to do for the betterment of the business. So action is not delayed. Then sense of accomplishment. It gives the sense of fulfillment, accomplishment, that yes, I have achieved with my planning, with my effort, I have reached to this status. So this is sense of accomplishment, that you feel proud. One can feel proud of himself that he has achieved by his own ways of doing the things. That is sense of accomplishment. Then sole proprietorship, as it is its characteristics also, that it is very easy to form and it is very easy to close also. Very less legal formalities are required in starting a sole proprietorship and to close the sole proprietorship. So these all are the merits of sole proprietorship. Now the demerits or limitations. The very first limitation is limited resources. A single man can invest in business his own money, which is called capital, but that money is limited. So he has limited access to the resources which is used in the production process. So the resources are limited to the extent of amount of capital he has invested in the business. That's why resources become limited, so his production also become limited. Now the second is limited life. Limited life because the sole proprietorship can comes to an end in the case of death of sole proprietor, insolvency, mental retiredness, or physically handicapped if it become. So these all can bind up the business. So the life of the business is not sure. Then unlimited liability, as the owner and the business cannot be separated from one from another. So he has unlimited liability. Unlimited liability means liability to the extent he raised the loan or any other things. He make the creditor of the firm. So up to that extent he has to pay all his debt at the time of closing of the business. Then limited managerial ability. The managerial, I told you, if in a simple form of business, at least 3: production, finance and marketing. These 3 departments are needed. So one man cannot be the specialist of all the departments. So managerial skill is very less or limited. So it ultimately reflects on the production of goods and services. So it is a drawback for sole proprietorship. That's why it's become a limitation. Thank you, student. This is all for this. Now we will in next session we will going to start another topic. Thank you very much.